Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, but today I have a limited edition box from a quarterly subscription box that was sent to me for review. It's the New Year's Eve box from Literary Book Club. So they don't do the fancy boxes for these ones because they just went hog wild this year, and in addition to the quarterly classic book subscription boxes that they sent out, so 4 of those, they also did a ton of limited edition boxes, usually associated with holidays. So in addition to the Valentine's box, Halloween box, and Christmas box, she did a whole bunch of extras. So that was a lot. Moving forward, if you missed the announcement from Katie or from what I tried to relay onto you, they're just going to be making enough quarterly boxes really for the subscribers. So you're just going to have to wait until one of those spots opens up. So if you're not already on the wait list for the quarterly classic book subscription, I highly suggest getting on there. I do have a discount code and a link for you for that one. It's mauinoel. That'll save you $5. And like I said, I'll leave that link for you in the description box below. That is for the quarterly box that is $74.99 plus shipping. Now, this is the New Year's Eve box that they put together for this year. I don't know that there will be one next year, probably not. If they do, they'll have to do it in like a plain box like this, but they did put some like fun stickers and decorations on there because this is the Dark Fairy Tales box. Now, again, these are in addition to the quarterly boxes. Now, if you are a subscriber, you do kind of get first crack at these limited edition boxes when they become available, or if there's any extras after they become available to the public. You also can get discounts on these as a subscriber. So there are a lot of subscriber perks, but I love these limited edition boxes. They're so special. They kind of follow the same format as the quarterly boxes in terms of usually having a little gift that you open to enjoy. It's usually something edible or drinkable to enjoy while you read the book. There's usually something towards the end. Usually these limited edition ones don't necessarily go with certain page numbers the way they do have gifts associated with page numbers for the quarterly boxes, but you'll get the idea soon because in just a couple of weeks I'll probably be posting my unboxing of the December box. I really enjoy reading the actual book so that I can give you as best as possible the experience of getting to open a gift when you come to a certain page number. So, but this one I didn't necessarily because it's several short stories, but I just have to get to it. It is a lot more expensive than the regular quarterly box, which again is just $74.99 plus shipping. This one was $110 because, and you will see when you see this gorgeous edition, it was like, it is so cool, something really neat to have. Now, instead of a little card, she just did this like product list on this kind of parchment paper. There wasn't like a, spoiler side to avoid the spoiler side, but everything was still beautifully packaged. We even have some like stickers like decorating the inside that says like who's the fairest of them all. But I'll go ahead and pull out the gifts. There was like even a little fun sticker swag bag, of course. She even included, and I thought this was really fun, this like celestial tissue paper, which they didn't put a sticker on so that you could reuse it if you wanted to. But I had to get to this. This edition is so stunning. It's kind of like for kids because it's so engaging and interactive with different like pull-out things and gorgeous illustrations, you guys. But it's also so delicate that I feel like you wouldn't want to let kids mess with it because those pages would just get torn. Like, look at these like briars. Oh my gosh, they're all like stuck together. So that one I might not be able to show you, but like I was going to show you this one of this like princess, and then you have to pop her up and fluff out her skirt. I'm trying to show you. And then she like spins on the page. Isn't that amazing, you guys? I think that is so amazing. There's all kinds of pages like that that really come to life, and then you have to be very careful with everything. There's this one with look at these princes and princesses, and then you pull them out like paper dolls. Isn't that so amazing? I just thought this was such a pretty edition. And then, not every single page has that, but there are illustrations pretty much on every single page. So just a really stunning edition. Sometimes there's like pull tabs. There's one where there's like a tower where you pull the tower up. So maybe we'll have some time to take a look at some of them, but they were just so stunning. Like these rooms that open up in 3D. So it's called The Brothers Grimm, Snow White and Other Grimm Fairy Tales, lavishly illustrated with interactive elements. It is illustrated by a company called Mina Lima, but just so amazing. And it's very much like, you know, for kids, right? But it's, like I said, it's very delicate. So you'd have to be sort of careful with the age group that you hand this over to. It might have to be something that's sort of monitored reading with mom or dad, right? So there's the prince. The frog turns into a prince, and it's kind of got like this origami frog that unfolds. Isn't that so cool? Let's see if I could find the tower. I love those princes and princes at the end that unfold, but there was a tower. I don't know if I can find the tower, but we'll go ahead and take a look at some of the other gifts that were inside. Oh, here is our tower that expands. How cool is that? And then he actually will climb up the tower if you pull it. And then this has a 3D element at the bottom too, so you can get that tower to stand up from the page like this way. And then he, you guys, for Rapunzel, he does actually slide up. Let me see if I can get him to slide up with my hand. Maybe not. See, he actually slides up the tower. Isn't that so cool? All right, now let me put him back so that nothing gets messed up, because this is like a addition to really, truly cherish and take very careful care of. So, all right, so that is the Mina Lima edition, which, I mean, this has to by itself. This is a $35 value just by itself. This gorgeous hardcover, really nice. And then they do have other books that they have illustrated and brought to life. So I would love to see future Mina Lima books. And if you had all of those stacked up on your bookshelf, on your kids' bookshelf, I think that would be really cool. But I mean, I don't have kids and I can still really appreciate that, but I also would guard that with my life and like show my nieces, but be very careful about letting them play with it on their own at this point. So I was just going to pull out the last gift at the very bottom. This one is open when the last page of Snow White has been read, because again, there are multiple stories in there, but Snow White is the main one. So this is, first of all, we did have some stickers in this little bag. But I just think this is so fun. This would have been a great, I don't know why it's necessarily like a New Year's one. So I don't even know why it's like, well, it's dark fairy tales because it's the actual Grimm fairy tales, which we know, like, just like Hans Christian Andersen, it's like, they're not all the super happy ending Disney ones, right? They're a little bit darker. They need a little bit of an older audience than the Disney version. But look at these fun, reflective stickers. I actually love this apple one. And then this one is just like on the inside of the box, who is the fairest of them all. Then we have our While You Read gift. I don't know why I like dark fairy tales, seemed like a natural choice for New Year's Eve, which is all happy and bright. But like I said, I was going to open this and share it with you on New Year's Eve, but I have another surprise for you instead. And I also have another New Year's Eve book box that I'm planning on sharing with you on January 1. So I didn't want to have two book boxes back to back. So this is fun. These are Orange Zest Elixir Cubes from Lush. So they're just little like sugar cubes essentially that are going to kind of zest up your champagne. So add to champagne for an instant mimosa or drop into tea or sparkling water. So it doesn't have to be alcoholic, but that is a perfect New Year's Eve gift if you were going to go through that. And I do like the idea of not necessarily doing like super serious reading, right, on New Year's Eve. You want something a little bit either inspirational for the new year or kind of fun. And I do like the idea also, my husband would never let me just have a nice quiet night at home. Not that we're gonna go out and party, but just I like the idea of like reading your way into the new year. Like that just sounds really nice and like sort of restorative and like good for your brain, right? So something that is interactive like that, or that you could share with the whole family, does seem like a nice option. So I was kind of questioning the fairy tales thing for New Year's Eve, and now it actually makes sense to me. All right, then we have something to open to set the mood. It does have a little bit of dust on it from the shred, which I had already removed from the box because I was so excited to get down there to that book and play around with it. All right, this is, ooh, I think this is a candle. Yes, it is it's called Poison Apple, of course, from Old Soul Artisan. It's apple, sugar, and poison. I'm like, what does poison smell like? Oh goodness, that's not good. So it is from the Dark Lit collection. Cute, right? So lit, literary. So here is this little candle with a jar. So let's see, this is, oh my gosh, it smells so good. I don't even see this on the, oh, it is on here, the artisan candle, but I would assume we burn this to set the mood. It smells like a caramel apple, so it definitely has a lot of sugar in there, but it also has the fresh apples. So, I can't smell the poison, so it must be a really good one because, or I just don't know what poison smells like, I guess, which again, I think is a good thing. Then this one says, open to celebrate. Right? So these are not necessarily page related, they're more holiday related and of course related to the book. So this is a really fun one. I thought this was really cool. Oh, I didn't even see the seal on top of this candle. This is awesome. It says Old Soul Artisan, illuminate your darkness. Look at that seal, you guys. I had to share that with you. Definitely goes with the fairy tale vibes, right? Look at this corksicle. This is so cool. So it's a 12-ounce stemless like wine glass. It does have the little flat side, so it's a little bit easier to hold, but this is a combo with Disney. Look at how beautiful it is. So it's from the Princess collection. It does say corksicle right there, but it says it's triple insulated, easy grip sides, stainless steel, dishwasher safe. But yeah, this is from their Princess collection. So here we have the heart with the sword. Here you can see like some of the dwarves, the briars, the branches. Isn't that so cool? And I love the color, very like Snow White, but it's also very subtle Disney. Like for those of you who are like, I'm not really into Disney or Disney princesses, and you were just telling me that the book is very much not like the Disney version, but I feel like this is kind of a fun like nod to fairy tales and fantasy. And also you can have a nice little tipple in there, but also it totally goes with the edition. I mean, this was like kind of a perfect gift for this. So it has fairy tale, but it's very subtle, right? You can see the flowers, you see some rabbits, but it's not too crazy Disney. There's not like Mickey Mouse ears on there. And the corksicle branding is also very subtle. So I thought this was a really nice gift. So you could use that with your little elixir cubes. Got your poison apple candle burning, reading, enjoying all of these gorgeous illustrations. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Look at this is like the first like 3D element, this scene. And I don't know if you can see that there's depth to it. It's just so cool. I thought this was just really stunning. Multiple layers of this. The detail, like how much paper has been cut out. It's just so pretty, but I also have to be super careful with it. So pretty. It's really cool that someone did this. And even, like I said, even the pages that don't have a ton of illustrations, there's just that little bit of like old world annotation, those like illustrated books. And so we have a ton of stories, right? Like the Frog Prince, Rumpelstiltskin, Hansel and Gretel. But look, Snow White or Snowdrop. Beautiful pages. I can't believe that this actually retails for just $35. It's unbelievable. So it says, "How thou, queen, art fair, and bound beauteous to me, but Snow White is lovelier, far lovelier than thee." Far than thee. Oh, geez. So, "Thou, queen, art fair, and beauteous to see, but Snow White is lovelier, far than thee." Wow. That's not a nice mirror. It says, since its original publication in 1812 under the name Children's and Household Tales, no other comprehensive collection of fairy tales has quite captured the hearts and minds of generations of readers like Grimm's fairy tales. Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm's renowned German tales come to life in this deluxe compendium, taking readers on an adventure through 20 of their most popular and well-loved stories. Beloved classics such as Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, Rapunzel, Hansel and Gretel, Rumpelstiltskin, The Elves and the Shoemaker, and more are reimagined like never before and illustrated with specially commissioned artwork and 9 exclusive interactive features, all designed by the award-winning design Mina Lima. The spectacular edition will enthrall readers of all ages and be the perfect gift for every occasion. So yeah, so there are, like they said, 9 of those kind of 3D interactive ones, but like fully illustrated. All the other pages as well have those beautiful color elements. The Valiant Little Tailor. Look at how gorgeous that is. We do have one more gift, and one of the things that Katie does like to do, even in the quarterly boxes as well, is include another book for us to enjoy. It's not always by the same author, it's not always even in the same topic, but this one is Open When the Last Page of Snow White has been read. So you didn't have to read the whole book. You could just wait and read at the end of Snow White. And we're going to open this up. I haven't actually taken a peek at this yet. So this is, and this is one of the things I love when she does, when it's not actually another, you know, anthology of stories or something else. This is actually just literary inspired or literature inspired. It's the Fairy Tale Baking Recipe Book. Delicious treats inspired by Hansel and Gretel, Snow White, and other classic stories. It's by Kristen Gewecki. 65 enchanting recipes. And again, it's really like going with all of the colors of the box. So let's take a look. It says classic fairy tales and delicious treats inspired by them. This hardcover recipe book, cookbook, has a value of $22.99. So between those 2 books alone, plus all of the other lovely gifts, the candle, the cubes, and the corksicle, I feel like you're getting your money's worth, and you're also getting the amazing experience of opening it all together. It says, like old family recipes, fairy tales and stories are handed down from one generation to the next. Delicious baking can delight the senses and bring back memories just like a good story for old and young alike. This journey through magical baking will make you dream of fairy tale forests and faraway lands. These enchanting recipes are guaranteed to be liked by even the fussiest of cake eaters. Learn to make delicious pastries and desserts such as Black Forest Cherry Trifle, which seems very appropriate for these German stories. Meringue cake. It's mostly desserts that I'm seeing. Mini lava cakes, mango and chocolate squares. In addition to these scrumptious recipes, this book includes 5 fairy tales to help pass the time until your goodies are ready to take out of the oven and devour. That's so cool. So look at these Baumkuchen triangles. So it looks like a nice cookbook. I'm going to see what else we have, where the fairy tales are. Oh, banana and pecan nut cake. Like, that looks amazing, doesn't it? So you guys, I think this is such a cool thing. You could read one of the stories from the Mina Lima edition, then you could bake something and then read another one while you're waiting for it to come out of the oven. Very, very cool box. Let me know what you thought and what you're doing for New Year's Eve in the comments below, and I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.